What was there inside this 4,500 years old pyramid, which is 480 feet high from the ground? Just to see it, the researchers sent a robotic camera inside the pyramid. The robotic camera stopped at a place because now there was a slab of stone in front of it. The researchers believed that there is definitely some secret hidden behind this slab, which is buried for the last 4,500 years. They had to know this secret at any cost. So they put a drill machine in front of the robot, which made a small hole in that slab. Now a camera was sent inside this hole, which saw a scene beyond the slab, which no one had seen in the last 4,500 years. There are a total of 138 tallest pyramids in Egypt, which have faced many earthquakes and many dangerous storms in the last thousands of years. But it is impossible that even one of them has moved from one place to another. The tallest and the biggest pyramid among these is called the Great Pyramid of Giza, and the base area of this pyramid is 13 acres. That is, surprisingly, inside this pyramid, not 1 or 2 but 9 football fields can easily fit. According to an estimate, a total of 23 large stones were used in this pyramid, out of which some stones weighed as much as 50 tons. If its total weight is estimated, then the weight of this pyramid is 60 lakh tons, which is equal to the weight of 12 Burj Khalifa. But what was the purpose of building such a tall and luxurious pyramid? Thousands of years ago, when humans did not even have any tools, how were the walls of these pyramids leveled inch by inch? How were 50-ton stones cut in square shape and taken to a height of 480 feet without a crane? And which engineer was involved in building them, who made these pyramids a proof of the earth, as well as set all their sites at an angle of exactly 51.5 degrees? You will be able to know all this in today's video. So, let's start. Challenge number 1. For centuries, research teams were sitting together to know the construction technique of this pyramid. How each side of this pyramid was set exactly on the north, south, east, and west, without a compass. Many experts believe that the architects of that time must have first searched for such a land, which could bear the weight of lakhs of tons of stones. After that, with the help of the pole star, that is, the stars, with the help of which the pole of the earth is known, each site of the pyramid was marked. Neither a compass nor any optical instrument was used. With this basic technique, the direction of this pyramid was set thousands of years ago, and that too with 0 errors. Challenge number 2. The next challenge was to level the land. If the level of the 13-acre land on which this pyramid was to be built was even slightly out, then it would not have been possible for this mountain of 23 lakh stones to stand. Now, to level this land, the engineers of that time neither had a laser leveler nor a bubble level. Experts believe that pits must have been dug on all 4 sides of the construction site, and water must have been poured in it, and then the water level of one side would have been matched with the water level of the other side. The part of the land which was not matching the water level would have been leveled by cutting it with the help of a chisel and hammer. Many experts believe that the ancient Egyptians would have also used this simple tool, which had wooden logs on both the sides and a stone tied with a rope at its center. If the stone touches the ground and its rope comes exactly on the center line, then it means that the land in the middle is perfectly leveled. Challenge number 3. Now the directions were set at the pyramid construction site, marking was done, and the level of the land was also set. Now it was time to start the construction, for which big stones weighing lakhs of tons were required, but they neither had a grinder nor a hammer to cut these stones. But still, they cut stones weighing 50 tons and gave them square or rectangular shapes. But with whose help? Yes, this was the only tool with the help of which the stones were cut. Experts believed that the chisel used for the construction of the pyramid was not made of copper, only because they also knew that copper is soft and cannot cut stones, so a chemical arsenic was also included in it. This chisel made of copper and arsenic was hit on the stones with wooden hammers, and after many hours of hard work, big stones were brought into shape. Challenge number 4. Now, because this special type of stone, which is called limestone today, was being cut in the city of Tora, 250 kilometers away from the pyramid construction site, Giza. Now the issue was to transport these stones to Giza. Each stone weighed 50 tons. It means 50,000 kilograms, which is approximately equal to the weight of 3 passenger buses, and 23 such stones were to be used in just one pyramid. To transport such a huge weight, neither animals could be used in those times, nor did they have trucks. If this work has to be done in today's times, the transport company would have to spend a lot of time. Surprisingly, this work was done with the help of workers and boats. Yes, the river between Tora and Giza was used, and the stones were loaded in large boats and transported to the pyramid side. Experts believe that this work was not so easy. At least an army of 500 workers would have been deployed at the same time for loading and unloading such a large stone in the ship. Challenge number 5. The team of experts who were researching the construction of the pyramid had now got answers to many of their questions. But one thing was bothering them all the time, that the limestone was cut, transported, and during construction, it started getting stacked one on top of the other. The problem was how the stones were transported to such a height. Many experts believed that this was planned before the construction of the pyramid. Either it would have gone up through a spiral track or in a zigzag manner, but it is certain that the stones weighing 50,000 kilograms would have been pulled up with the help of an army of laborers. Challenge number 6. It was not just about cutting limestone with chisels and hammers by millions of laborers and transporting such big stones. Inside this pyramid, compartments, a way to go inside them, and many small tunnels were also made. Everything else was fine, but one thing surprised the experts, and that was that the stone used in the inner compartment was not limestone but granite. Yes, granite is such a stone which is the second most precious stone in the world after diamond. It is considered the strongest stone. Even in today's modern era, granite cannot be cut without the help of large grinders. Many archaeological experts from all over the world visited the pyramids, but no one could find a clue as to how the Egyptians cut a solid stone like granite so cleanly 4,500 years ago. Finally, after many years, experts solved this mystery. The Egyptians cut the granite so cleanly with a saw that had no teeth. Yes, this saw without teeth was run on granite by putting weight on both sides, and gravel was put in the middle. Experts believe that it would take 4 months to cut such a large stone in this way. After all, what was the purpose of building the pyramids? How many workers worked at the same time to build these pyramids? And when the robotic camera made a hole in the stone slab inside the pyramid, what was the scene inside that no one had seen in the last 4,500 years? You will be able to know all this and more in part 2 of this video. I am very grateful for your loving comments and likes, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next great part of the video.